Prime, you're looking to get your CDL. Have my videos played a part in you deciding to come to Prime? Put me down as a referral. Driver code Maturo, MATURO. Also, don't forget to put down Nikki Yost as well.
Hey, I'm a recruiter here at Prime. I'd love to work with you. List me as on the application as the recruiter that you talk to, along with Junior's referral. We make a great team. We'll take care of you. My direct phone number is 417-521-3598.
Which is the best, guys? What is going on, guys? What is going on? As you can see on the video, on the title, I got Vic Med. I'm about to bring him on. We're just going to kind of talk about different opinions about what happened in Colorado. I was not going to do this, but, being that he's got way more experience than I do, we're going to see what his opinions are on that. And again, these are just our opinions. Just want to make sure I make that clear at the beginning. Not saying that I'm right, not saying that Vic is right, not saying anybody's right, but we all don't know the facts of what happened in Colorado with the young fella. But we're just going to talk about our opinions on this. And again, our opinions. So let me bring him on here. Hey, what's going on, Vic? So as you guys know, he's got a YouTube channel. What is it you do on your YouTube channel, Vic?
I'm all over the place. I do mechanic stuff. I try to help people out, how to find loads, stuff like that. I'm all over the place. I don't stick to one subject. The main subject is just trucking and trucks.
Okay. Can you guys hear me good? I just want to make sure the audio is good on my end. I know I can hear him good. And if you guys can hear Vic good, just want to make sure the audio is good and stuff. So the setup is a little different. So yeah. How long you been driving, Vic? Let me make sure we get that out the way.
40 years.
Say what?
40 years.
Wow.
All right, 39.
Wait. Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, man.
It's the coffee. It's the coffee. It's the coffee. That's all it is. Coffee.
So I've been driving a little over 10 years. All my driving experience has been here at Prime. Now, 40 years. So when did you get your license?
No. Hold on. No, I'm wrong. 30 years, bro. 30 years.
Man, I was about to say, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not that old. I'm not that old, though, man. Yeah, no. Yeah, 30 years.
All right, cool. So, yeah, more than I've been alive, somebody says. So, so I wanted to come on here real quick just to talk about what happened with the young fella. What I've been saying, and I was saying on this last live feed, is so Little Debbie says, so you're 70, huh?
No. No.
So what I was saying is, my opinion, I think the guy could have done things a little different, and to start with, he should have never driven that truck if he knew that it was not good, is what I'm saying. Now, what do you say? What's your opinion on all this, Vic?
Well, I'm trying to take the little bit of facts that we do have in play that
yeah, because we don't know all the facts, obviously.
Right. Which is, 1 year of experience and his age, he's been driving for a year, bro. Right. How much experience does he have? Did he go get some training, or all the training that has under his belt is what they taught him in school? And when I say school, is the DMV thing, just to go get his license, because we all know that them schools do not teach you how to drive. They teach you how to pass the DMV test. Because look, I just trained. Well, I didn't train him. One of my drivers trained my son to get his license. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he knows how to drive.
And that's what I'm saying. If your son, if you give your son a load that says go over the Rockies, what is your son gonna say?
I'm hoping
Or
he says no.
why? Because he doesn't have the proper training, right?
Right.
But if he takes it and something like this happens, who's at fault?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Him. But, 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 what if he's taking this load for needs, Junior? What if he
Every,
doesn't know what's
well,
coming ahead of him?
well, let me stop you real quick because I think everything we do out here is for a need. We don't come out here to have fun.
Right.
We don't come out here to you know sightsee like some people think we're doing and stuff. No, we come out here because we need to do this.
Right.
So that question is out the question. I mean, everything we do is for a need. We need to work to pay bills. We need to work to sustain our families. We need to work to be good. I mean, who doesn't work to need some? I mean, who doesn't do it for need? I mean, unless you hit the lottery or this is a side job, then that's different. But even then, it doesn't give you a reason to do something like this because you don't have a need.
Okay. Well, your question now is a double-edged sword. So let me ask you the same question. Why did he take the load?
Why did he take the load?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have. But
Okay.
he
So
took
why?
it.
Okay. So
He took it.
what's your explanation of him taking it though? Why did he take it?
Money. Money. Am I right or wrong? I mean, he took it because of the money. He needed a job. He's working. But if he is working, it's like if he's working and they ask him to do a job and he's not qualified to do a certain job, then what? I mean, you're gonna continue to do it? Like it's like me asking you, say, Vic, you work on trucks, you know trucks. Say, hey Vic, hey man, we need you to we need you to go into this restaurant and make this exquisite plate, make this steak and do all this. You have some knowledge of the kitchen. You don't know how to do all this. Are you still going to go in there and do it? And God forbid something happens, the kitchen burns down because you failed to tell him, hey, look, I have some knowledge, but I don't know how to do it. And you burn down the kitchen.
Okay, but we all know when we're in need, Junior, we're gonna lie. If we don't know how to drive that forklift, we're gonna lie and we're gonna try to swing it. And like they say, fake it till you make it. I know this is not the right response for someone to drive a truck, but this is some of the mentality that these dudes have nowadays, especially people that are in need. They're gonna wing it. This kid did not know what he was heading for. That is my only rational explanation. He did not know what he was heading for. And he still took it. Did he know what he was doing? No, obviously he didn't know what he was doing. But I mean, are we gonna knock him for, trying to make a living?
You're right. I will give you that. Now that you're saying it, I feel a little different. But still doesn't change the fact that all these things happened and could have been avoided.
And I'm with you on that. I am with you on that. But he's 25 years old, Junior. He's got 1 year experience. 1 year experience, bro. Any company is not going to let you go. What? Till how long do you guys train your guys for? 3 months, 4 months, or until
We're
they
not
get
going
it,
to talk
right?
about that here. We're talking about Colorado.
Right? Right?
It's different. Every company's different, but here it's 30,000 miles.
Okay, but this is the only thing that I can come up with, Junior, is he did not go somewhere to get trained how to drive. All he did was go to a little rinky-dink school, and they taught him how to pass the DMV test. That's not driving.
And,
That's all
and
the
what
experience he's got.
and what you're saying, fake it till you make it, is very true.
Yeah.
But if you make it, if you fake it till you fake it, if you fake it till you make it, and something like this happens, what do you say to yourself? I mean,
I would be just the way he is right now, Junior. He's crying. He's regretting everything that he did. I mean, and everything that's coming out of his mouth, Junior. His attorneys are trying to tell him, you have to say this, even though this is not what took place. You have to say this in order to reduce your sentence, in order to, something else come out of this. But even though it's your fault, and everything's against you, let's try this. That way they can soften up on the hit.
what do you think if 110 years is too much? Obviously, it is too much. And I think from what I see, they're maybe you can say setting an example of, and what I've been saying, not been saying it, but lately, what I've been telling people is coming into the industry. Let this, and I hate to say it like this in a bad way, but let this be an example of if you're in training and you don't have the proper training, get it. And if you don't do certain things that are going to jeopardize your life and others. I mean, so what do you think? What do you think he should have gotten?
No, I'm agreeing with him doing time. I am agreeing with that. I got no issues with that. Him doing time. But you have to separate the crime from the accident. Okay. Now, did he ram his truck and kill all these people? Or did this truck crash and then these people crashed into the truck, or these people crashed into each other, and that's how these people passed away?
I don't really know, but from what I know is there was a couple ramps he missed. What do you say to that?
Okay, my experience on that hill, Junior, like I was commenting on your video, bro. The first time I went down that hill, I was in my 20s, bro. I lost the gear. I mean, I panicked. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I slammed my brakes somehow, some way. I was able to freaking drop it down. I think it was, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 gear. I was burning up them brakes, Junior. And I'm panicking. I'm sweating. I'm young. The training didn't come into effect. I'm telling you, this had nothing to do with my training. My thing was, I need to stop this damn truck. My survival mode came into effect. Now imagine this, Junior. I'm coming down this hill. I'm a youngster. I don't have experience going up a hill or going down a hill. Because here in California, we hardly have any of these things. Okay? So I'm coming down this hill. I'm burning up. I finally get it to slow down. And these cars they're zooming me, honking at me. And I'm nervous. I mean, I'm not seeing straight because, what's going around me. Now, put yourself in that state of mind, right? I mean, I know it's not going to come into effect anytime. I mean, it's not going to happen to you anymore. But pretend like when you first started driving and this happened to you. Yeah, we could see the off ramps. We could see the signs how to slow this truck down. But put yourself in that state of mind. Would you be able to see these signs?
Let me share a story nobody knows to this date. So if you're in here watching, well, how many people we got? 59 guys, 59 people. this is something very exclusive that nobody knows. So this is the first time sharing this. When I first started, first few months solo company, I smoked the brakes. And I didn't realize it till I looked out the window, obviously, the side view mirror, and immediately that feeling kicked in. Survival mode kicked in. I knew where I was going because obviously I'm the type of person that I'm aware of my surroundings. Immediately, man, I remember I said, oh my God, I got to get this truck under control. And I did because of what I was taught to do. So now I'm giving you my personal opinion. I don't know if his truck was a manual or an automatic, but when I was in that situation, I said, oh my God, I got to do something right now. And I slowed down, like I was telling the story about my student, slow down, downshift it. It doesn't matter how you get that in the gear, but you get it in the gear. Whoa, the RPM shot up, man. And I was like, all right, felt better because when the RPM shoot up like that, you know you're slowing down. It's supposed to be done, but in my case, it was a slow down and I was able to downshift again. But I was like, split second, I caught myself. I looked, I was like, no way. You know, but yeah, but I would, you know, and everybody's different. And I guess, I don't know, you know what I mean? I was able to react differently and put what I was taught to use because my trainer told me what to do in a situation like that.
How
I
much
mean,
experience? How much experience did you have before you went through that
a couple months. I was
into
starting
into training?
in my
After training,
solo. I was solo.
right?
I was already solo. I was in Pennsylvania on some US 222 or US 250. I'll never forget that road. As soon as I got off the exit, the thing goes shoo, and I'm thinking, I'm like, cool. I'm looking. I was like, no way. I gotta, you know, I was like, oh my God, what do I do with it? You know, so I slowed down, shifted it. The thing's RPMs went, whoa, and I slowed down again and shifted. I was like, all right. Oh my God. I was like, what the hell just happened? But again, that's what my trainer told me.
Yeah,
That's what he taught me.
yeah.
And I'll never forget. And again, this nobody knows. This is the first time I ever share this story on my channel. So I have smoked the brakes. But again, I don't know if his truck was a manual or automatic. But in a
Right.
manual, that's why I missed the manual. Automatic's good, but I miss it because you feel like you got more control. In an
Yeah.
automatic, if you lose, I mean, if that happens, I don't know what I would do because what do you freaking kick the little lever back and then just downshift? I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? But in the manual, yeah, you downshift and you control the speed with the gear you're in. So, um, and let me read this comment because I left it up there for a reason. The comment says, la palabra accidente tiene su propio significado. Un accidente no lo puede mandar el resto de su vida a la cárcel. Tiene toda la razón. Sí, tiene
And
toda la
that's
razón.
and that's what I was saying. Es lo mismo que estaba diciendo yo. El accidente mató a esta gente o esta gente le pegó a la troca y se mataron. So there's a difference, bro. You're being charged for what? So you rammed into the bridge, you rammed into a little hill, and then these cars slammed into you, and that's the way they passed away. So is he at fault for them ramming into him?
And that's the thing.
That's
That's what
the
I'm saying.
issue.
There's a lot of facts we don't know, and we can only go off what we see. But again, going back to what we were just saying about, you know, being in that situation, and in that highway that I was in, there's no
Mhm.
ramps. It's you either bolt it until you get to the bottom, or you do something then. I mean, this was short distance, but still, just the fact that immediately I was like, oh my God, my brakes. All I could think about is the brakes get too hot, they crystallize, and I'm done.
Yeah.
But I was able to react instantly. I mean, again, this is what I was trained, what I was taught. Me. This is where I'm coming in and saying, well, if people are not being properly trained, what are we doing? That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
So the reason why I put it out there that, you go to these schools and, you go to the DMV and you take their little rinkety ding test and you pass. The reason why I put that out there, Junior, is because that's how I got my license, bro. Okay. And I winged it. I winged it for a year from company to company. I didn't know how to drive. I did not
Wow.
want to get on a mega company. So I went from agency to agency, and the agencies kept sending me to little job sites. And all I did was local work. That's all I did. Yeah, I hit poles, I hit freaking cars, I hit fences until I finally got it down pat. Right here in LA and San Bernardino area, bro. That's all I did locally when I first started, bro. And then when I finally got on the road, they put me on that hill. So this is why I'm telling you, what if this kid went through the same training that I did, which was no training?
And I
Just
and you're right. He probably did. But it when you got sent to the Rockies, as you said you were pretty young and rookie then when you went through there, did at any point anything like this cross your mind that it would happen or could happen?
no. No, I thought I had it. I mean, I drove from California all the way up there, bro. I thought I had it. I was cool. But when I started going down that hill, Junior, I mean, it was terrible, bro. It was terrible. So when I seen this accident take place, that's the first thing that came to mind. I've been there. I know that freaking hill. That hill is no joke. I, me, I didn't see no signs. I didn't see no off ramps. I didn't see no runaway ramps. I swear to God, Junior, I was so freaking nervous. I was sweating bullets, bro. I didn't see any of them signs. That's why I kind of understand what this kid went through because I went through it. But again, some of us are born to be truckers. Some of us are born to be under this kind of stress and take control of the situation. And some of us ain't. Some of us just go with our fear and let our fear take over us. If that makes any sense. Am I for him getting released? No. No. He's at fault. He's got to take responsibility and he's got to pay some kind of consequences, Junior. But 110 years? I don't think his consequences should be that steep.
And you're right. You're right. I have said in the past, in the last few days actually, he's at fault. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. But you're right. 110 years is a little too much, and I've said this, and I'm gonna say it here. I think they were trying to set an example to maybe the companies, to maybe everybody that's in training. This ain't no joke. And what I was saying, when you have a CDL, you're a professional. You're considered professional. So your standards go from here to here. If they're not up here, you better get them up there ASAP.
Yeah.
Because you're not considered a professional. Did I say that? A professional commercial licensed driver. That's why our fines are hefty. That's why our fines are not just 10, 20, 50 bucks. They're hundreds and thousands of dollars. I mean, hundreds or thousands of dollars is what I meant. Not 100,000, but because we are the better driver. We're supposed to be
Yep.
because we have a CDL.
Yep.
And you know, I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, and I don't even know what the right sentence would be for this guy. I mean, but like you said, he is at fault. I think he's at fault.
Yeah. No,
And
yeah.
then, what's your take on the? What was the petition for that people wanting to sign? What was that for?
Well, they wanted him to they wanted him they wanted the company to be at fault for the equipment because I guess in the past they've had some violations and they wanted to release him. That's what the petition was about.
Do you think he should be released? I
No,
mean,
no, 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 no. That's not my issue. That's not my issue. I, that that hasn't even entered into my mind for him to get released. No, he's got to take responsibility for this, and it's only right because people passed away. But like I was saying, let's separate the crime from the accident. Let's sentence this dude under the accident, not. Wait a minute.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I kind of went off on that one. Let's
If
let's
anything, the
sentence him
devs.
under the crime, not the accident after. Do you know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
don't get. What do you mean
So
after?
so so he hit something, right? He hit something, he flipped it over. When did these people pass away? When they rammed into the accident? Or did he fall on them and cause the deaths?
See, that's new to me. I thought he went down the mountain and hit them like a bowling ball. I mean, is
That's
that
the
not what
facts.
happened?
That's the facts that we don't know, Junior.
But
Is that
where
what
did you
happened?
get this from? Where did you get this where he flipped and people ran into him?
No, no, no. That's what I'm asking. What happened? Is this what happened?
I see what you're saying.
Your information. Where did you get your information from? That he hit these people and this is how these people passed away?
No, no,
This
I
is
just what I've seen, but I haven't really. There's not a good source. I'm gonna say that much. There's no
right.
good source. But what about the families?
I like I said, I'm totally with him doing some time. But let's get him on what he's at fault for. Now, are these cars going down the hill and he slams into these cars and these people pass away? Or did he hit someone, truck flips over, falls, whatever happened? And then the rest of these cars kind of just bump into the accident and this is the way they passed away. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So is
And
he
it,
at,
and
so is he at fault for them ramming into his load or his truck and then passing away? Is he at fault for that?
correct. I mean, at that point, it would change the whole thing because he flipped the truck to maybe avoid people, and then people not paying attention ran into him. And at that point, it's like, wait, I did what I could at this time. I this happened. Why? Well, you ran into me. I mean, are you not paying attention? You know what I'm saying? At that point, things change. But that's the thing, the facts. We don't know the facts. And like I've seen a couple comments, people are saying that the attorney is telling him to say this and that. Is like, why? There's a lot of things that happen out here in life in general that we fail to take responsibility for. I mean, we're all guilty of that. Everybody, even my kids. If you don't do your homework, you're gonna get bad grades. So, but everything that we do has an effect on us. And I say that a lot. I tell people that, and you know, I don't know, man, and I even heard somebody, or not somebody, but I've read that the guy told the company about the equipment not being good. Am I right or wrong? No?
No, I don't know.
Oh well,
I'm just
I
saying.
I, I heard that, and and that's what I was saying is if I was giving my daughter the example is if I tell you to drive this car and you know the steering wheel is bad, why do you continue to drive it? At
Right.
that point, you stand up and you say no,
Yeah.
or do you wing it like you did back in the day? I mean, man, and that's the thing. Times have changed.
Yeah.
If this would have happened back then, things would be different now.
Yeah.
Maybe because of what happened back then. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe nothing would have happened. I don't know. It's hard to say.
So what do you see that he's at fault for not getting the proper training? So him not getting the proper training, should he get the
For,
110 years?
you're right. He should not get the 110 years. I will give you that. After talking to you, debating and going back and forth, okay, 110, yeah, that's a little much. And they were setting an example of what needs to be looked at. But what I'm saying is, and what I tell people is, if you don't get the proper training, there's nobody else at fault but you. So if you, Vic, would have caused an accident back then, who would you blame?
Myself.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. As a trainer, you have all these people coming in and be like, hey man, Vic, hey man, am I ready? Bro, you just been in my truck for 1 week. Hey man, I'm ready to make some money, man. I seen this YouTube person that's saying that I'm gonna make millions in a week. And I keep saying that because people do that, man, and I don't know why. And that's where it upsets me because people are so antsy to get on their own truck and they don't have the proper training. So that's why I say, why? And okay, again, the 110 maybe it's too much, but definitely should get a big chunk. I mean, think about it. I mean, luckily nothing happened when you went down over that mountain, but something would have happened. Maybe, and I don't know because maybe you would have been like, yeah, man, it's my fault. I know I did, or you could have probably fought it and try to get something less. Or, you know what? I don't know. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. Everybody's reaction would have been different, but you're still at fault, and you know that you're at fault. And only time would tell if you have a conscience or not. Because I mean, how would you sleep at night knowing that you caused an accident? I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about trainers. How do trainers sleep at night knowing they're not teaching people anything? Man, I don't get this, man. I don't get this, and it irritates me a lot. But he's at fault for not having the proper training. I will say
So
that.
okay, so okay, we figured out that he didn't have the proper training. So what is he at fault for? What
For
should he
winging
get?
it,
So
for
so
winging it,
so what is he?
for faking it till he
What
made it.
what should he go to jail for? Should he go to jail for busting up that freight, busting up that truck, or for these people passing away?
Both. Because at the end of the day, Vic, hey Vic, I need some money, man. Go rob that bank. Go rob that bank, bro. We need to get some money. We need to go buy some shoes. You go rob that bank, Vic. Are they going to come for me?
No.
Oh no, no, I didn't say nothing to Vic. No, 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 Vic. No, yeah, I've known him, but no, I don't talk to him like that. No, I didn't say nothing. I mean, he did that on his own. That's what I'm saying, Vic. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like he took it up on his responsibility. Once you get into this truck, this ain't no joke, man. This is a big responsibility, and people do not see that. I
Mhm.
don't know why. I mean, what do you say to that? what I just gave you in response to what you asked.
No, I'm 100% agreeing with you for it.
For his,
But
I heard 3.1 million signatures signed for petition for his release.
yeah,
Release of what?
well,
That's like
they want him released, and they want him they want the company to be liable for what took place.
that's the thing is like how I mean, and this is what I say. How can the company, and I'm not saying they're not liable. Let me take that back. Let me say that much. I mean, I'm not saying the company's not liable, but how can they be held responsible for something that you allowed to continue to happen?
And to be honest with you, Junior, I don't even think the company should be liable for it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
The company shouldn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, so we're on the same page as far as that goes because I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because you, it's like I just said, it's like Vic. Um, you know, go ahead and drive this truck, man. Hey, Junior, but these brakes are faulty, man. You want me to go over there in Colorado? I mean, you want to get paid, right? Oh shit, yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, if you knew they were faulty or if you knew that the equipment was bad, hey, Junior, I'm not gonna drive that truck, man. You, I don't care what that load pays. I'm not taking it. In that truck, I'm not taking it. That's what I'm saying, Vic.
No, and I agree with you. And I agree with you about that, Junior. But again, there's just some people that they don't know how to say no, Junior. I mean, look at everything that we've heard so far as I've heard of this case is just nothing but hearsay. All I can see in the media is, the dude is saying that the truck was no good. They're trying to blame the company for it. But this is all lawyer talk. When I hear it, this is the lawyers telling him what to say. But when I see this kid, I can see in his face that he's saying, it was my fault. It was my fault. I didn't have control of the truck. And I understand you fully and completely that, he should have said no. If he wasn't experienced enough to do the job, he shouldn't have got behind the wheel.
Correct.
And I understand this. But my thing is this, Junior. My thing is this. Let me give you a scenario. We go into a liquor store. I go to rob it. Okay? You go around the counter and you shoot this dude. Now, am I liable for what you did?
Guilty by association.
So let me get sentenced. Let me get sentenced for taking this guy's money, sends you for killing him. That's my issue. Okay, I'm for this guy doing time. I am. I don't care how much time he has to do, but he's gotta do some time for this because it was wrong what he did. But let's charge him for the crime that he committed. Whatever
And that,
crime he committed, let's charge him for that.
y eso es lo que dice el mensaje este. No merece libertad por ese accidente, pero sí una condena justa. Es lo que dice See and Look. So, yeah.
So what do you think he should get? What should his sentence be? I know you're passionate about training. Junior. But excuse me, some of these trainers are not passionate. They just see the dollar bills.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
some drivers don't want the training. Why? Because they don't want to live with another person in that truck for 3-4 months.
And you know
That's
what I
just
say?
the bottom line. That is the
You're right.
bottom truth,
You're
Junior.
right. And you know what I say? Get off my truck. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you 110% if you're only giving me 50%. I'll find somebody that wants to be trained. I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it. I mean, bro, I ain't got time for this. If you want to get properly trained, get on my truck. If you're not about it, deuces. I'm out. Next. Man, I don't know why, man. I don't know, man. That's why I'm selling the white truck, man, to start training. I mean, man, that's crazy, man. I'm selling the white truck, paid for. I don't have to train. Got another truck that's paid for, but I'm doing it because I love it, man. It's just a good feeling to know my life was changed 10 plus years ago. My wife's lives, my wife's life, and my kids changed. Let me do that for somebody else that wants to be trained, that wants that same thing. Because we all have the same opportunities.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh man, but this or you got this." You have the same opportunities as I had. Just the decisions we make have an effect on what happens. So it's just, again, I don't see how people sleep at night, man. But as far as what you're asking me, what does he deserve? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. And I will say that 110 years, yes, okay, you, I agree with you. It's too much. But on that same note, I'm saying that they were trying to set an example as to this ain't no joke, man. This is no joke. This job is no joke, and people need to realize that quick.
Yeah. And I agree with you. And
But
I agree with you.
as far as what he should get, I have no idea, man. Should he ever drive a commercial vehicle again? Ever? No. Ever? No. Revoked, whatever. Just you can drive a car, but no commercial van, no commercial box truck, no nothing commercial, no class B, nothing. You getting a class E modified to never ever drive a vehicle that's
Yep.
over 2,000 pounds.
Yep.
You know, but man,
Junior, the question is back to you. What should he get sentenced for? Should he get sentenced for the negligence, or should he get sentenced for the deaths? Or should he get sentenced for both together?
both, both. And I say both because he's responsible for the negligence. The other, regardless of how it happened, it could have been avoided. Whether the cars ran into him or he hit him, it could have been avoided. He passed two ramps, right? So that's why I say both. What do you say?
Well, again, if I had all the details, I would go
Right.
based off of that.
But based on what we know now, and we're still going to use your what you're saying is, did the people run into him or did he hit them? Regardless of what happened, none of that would have happened had he taken that ramp up there. So that's why I say both negligence and the deaths. I mean, let me see what. I'm scrolling through the comments. Let me read some of these comments. Yeah, but the accident takes someone's life, taken heavy because of what the whole situation implies. Junior is right. He shouldn't have got the truck if he was not ready. Um, I've trained drivers from foreign countries. They got their CDL 2 weeks and no English at all. Oh my God, let me tell you something. Don't need to check this CDL. It's cool. Just going for the money. I was assigned a student a while back, a couple years back, and I could not hold a 1 minute conversation over the phone with this person. I said, I'm not going to train you. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And I told the company, I said, no, I'm not. I can't train him. There's a language barrier. I couldn't understand him for nothing, bro. Um, it deserves at the most 4 years. 4 years, I think that's a little muy poquito,
Mm-hmm.
Rafael. Pero recuerden que esta es opinión de nosotros. This is
Yeah.
our opinions. So, or the truck had mechanical issues. He should have called that in. Exactly. It was an accident. Yes, Rafael, it was an accident. You're right. You're right. Was unfair about 10 years, maybe That's 25 per life taken. Agree. Let's reduce to 100. And that's where I don't know what people get as far as for killing somebody. Again, it's like you being a drunk driver, Vic. You run a red light, somebody hits you, they die. You are going to be held responsible for that death, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is similar here. You cause an accident and people ran into you. We're just going to say that. I don't know if that really happened.
Okay.
Now, go ahead.
Okay. So again, back to my little scenario. So we're in the liquor store, robbing this liquor store, right? You have a gun. So there's a person that's about to walk into this liquor store, and they see you with the gun. They see me with the mad face. Should that person still walk into the liquor store?
No,
Okay,
turn around and
so
run.
there's an accident up ahead. These people
But
didn't react fast enough. We all know four wheelers.
it's the
You
same
and
thing
I.
as right. We can go back and forth about this all day, but it's like the same thing. If you run a red light, what choice did that car have?
Right.
So if he doesn't see us in the liquor store and he walks in, then we show up coming out of one of the aisles. What choice does he have then?
But how could you not see this big old rig? I mean, it's going
No, and
back and
I am
forth
with you, but
on
we
the
don't
freeway.
know the facts, Vic.
Yeah.
We don't know all the facts.
So this is why I wanted to get on a debate with you, because that's the thing. We don't know all the facts. We're just going off of what the media is telling us.
But I will
We're
say, man, 110 years. Okay, yeah, it's a little too much. A little too much. Let me see. What are the facts? We don't know what the facts are. Let me read through some of these comments. What did it expect by taking a semi truck, not even being able to read the signs? That's another thing. What is that? I heard he didn't know how to read signs, but yet I heard somebody say that he spoke English in the court.
he did. There's a short clip of him saying, "I am so sorry to the family."
Was it fluent or was it something that
Yes. No,
they told him to read it and just kind of remember those?
it wasn't even broken up, Junior. It
Oh
wasn't that
man.
broken English, bro. Like I said, everything that we're getting fed by the media is, for what I can hear, is what the lawyers are telling him to say, what the lawyers are putting out there to the media, just to clean up his mess, because I think he just wants to tell the truth, and he
Yeah,
wants to just, you know, he's apologizing to the family and he wants to say the truth, where, he just lost control of the truck and he was too paranoid to see them signs. Because I mean, I was there, Junior, and I didn't see no signs, bro. I didn't see no signs. My focus was on the dashboard, on the steering wheel, the front of the truck, and I did not see no signs. I'm not trying to clean it up for this kid,
no, 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 no.
but I was there. I
I'm
did
just
not
thinking about
see
when my
no.
I'm just thinking about when my student um woke me up, like I was telling on the last video. He woke me up. He said, "Junior, man, I messed up, man. I didn't downshift the man, and um, we was able to get it under control, though. Obviously,
But at least he had sense to wake you up.
imagina si les pasara a ustedes, Dios libre, y las rampas estén ocupadas con trucks. ¿Qué harían? No hubiera más que hacer. Ahí es donde usted está equivocado, see and look, porque esa es otra cosa que hemos dicho, Vic. We've said that. Even if the ramp was full, like a see and look is saying, God forbid it does happen to you guys, and if the ramp is full with another truck, what do? There's other ways you can slow the truck down. Start slowly creeping up on the side of the mountain, whether it's to your driver's side or passenger side. Just scrape the hell out of that. I mean, do something.
Yep.
But I mean, and that's another thing that we can even get into it, and let's say there was a ramp that was full. There was a truck there already. Okay, what's my next option?
Yeah.
I mean, am I gonna get hurt? Most likely, yes. But I would rather do that than to go down the hill and see what happens. Okay, and I'm gonna say it like that because we don't know the facts of how it happened. Because you're saying, did the people hit him or did he hit the people? So, but a
But
manslaughter, he probably got 110 years for being reckless from the get go. All right, so he probably got 110 years for being reckless from the get go.
Junior, they even put it out on the media too that he stated, if I wasn't such a coward, I would have killed myself and flipped that truck over the hill. That's what the media put out there. That he said that.
I don't know that
But
he was. I don't think that he would have said that either because I don't. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's crazy people out there, but I think the majority of us are sane and wouldn't want to do that. That would be the last thing that we do. But
well, that's what he
definitely,
well, that's what he was saying, that he didn't want to hurt anybody, but since he was such a coward that he didn't want to kill himself, but he would have rather killed himself than to have hurt all the people that he hurt. But
but
again,
when it,
this is something that the media is putting out, that the lawyers, this is all lawyer talk right here. They're just trying to clean it up for this guy.
yeah, but that just contradicts everything he did.
Hmm.
I would be like, bro, take that off the media. Like, I didn't say that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me see. People were killed by his truck. His truck. Emergency ramps are elementary. If you grew up anywhere that has mountains, I learned that shift. Oh, that crap as a kid. Yeah, but he was from Texas, I heard, right?
I don't know.
Oh, and that's where they're making it harder to get a CDL. This February thing that's going to happen is only one of many things that they're going to change because now they're going to have people that need to have 2 years of experience to be able to train somebody. Cool, 2 years of experience. That still doesn't make you a trainer. That still doesn't make you the type of person that's going to be able to teach somebody anything new. You have to be able to have people skills. You have to be able to interpret things that you know as a person to the other person, almost like a teacher. And if I've had students tell me, I said, look, I asked them to tell me, if you don't understand, please tell me because the last thing we need to have is miscommunication about something I explained and you didn't understand what I was saying. So they always ask me again and I explain it differently. But until I get my point across and we are both on the same page, 2 years of a driving experience doesn't make you that person. And I'm not saying that every person is going to be the same, but what I'm saying is you got to be able to interpret what you know into this person so that they understand what they're doing. What do you say to that, Vic?
No, I'm all for it, Junior. I mean, I've been driving 30 years. Well, I could knock out a few years because I've been home dispatching, but I've been driving, all these years, and I still can't train.
Why?
I don't have the patience. I don't have the lingo to translate to these guys how to do it. You have you gotta have some kind of special skills, to be able to do this. Because with my own son, I could not click with this kid, and I jumped out of the truck and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get somebody to train. I'm gonna get a trainer to train him because I can't do it. So you just can't, because you've been driving, you can't sign up and say, I want to train. I mean, you got to know what the heck you're talking about. You got to have people skills. You got to be able to communicate
and
with these guys.
and that's why I said that is going to eliminate one of many things that need to happen to have good trainers out here. Okay, 2 years, perfect. Now do you have the ability to teach somebody? because a lot of people intimidate their students. I don't know why. A lot of people, I've always been a firm believer that, and I've never done this. A lot of trainers, oh, I pay your weekly wages. This is my truck. I make the truck payments. My rules. What I say goes. Oh, and you're sleeping on the top bunk. But I've never told any of my students this is my truck. It's pretty obvious. I've never told students who pays them. If they don't know, they don't need to know. I mean, it doesn't matter where the money's coming from. It doesn't matter where the money's coming from, whether it's coming from me, it's coming from Prime, it's coming from my neighbor. You're here to get the knowledge, and that's what I'm going to give you. If you ask me, yeah, I pay you wages, but that's how Prime has it set up, and that's it. But I'm not going to make it um, to where I'm belittling you and telling you, I make your payments, man. I'm paying you. I'm your boss. People do that, bro. Believe it or not, people do that. I don't know why, but correct. No one can say what he should get without the facts. And again, that goes to answer, what I was saying is I don't really know because I don't know what people get. I'm not in the what do you call it? The legal thing. I don't know any of that stuff, man. Fue justo que cuatro personas no fue justo que cuatro personas murieran por alguien irresponsable.
Pero ¿cómo murieron?
Exacto.
Ese es el problema, que lo que necesitamos que saber, ¿fue un crimen? ¿Le estamos dando 110 años a este muchacho por matar a la gente o por el accidente? ¿O por las dos cosas?
Correcto, no, y tiene razón,
El muchacho chocó y después de eso las personas chocaron con él y así es como se murieron. Entonces, ¿le estamos dando 110 años por eso? Si esa persona miró el accidente y todavía chocó con esa troca y falleció, le estamos dando 110 años por esa persona que chocó contra la troca. ¿Por qué le están dando 110 años a este camarada? Esa es la pregunta.
¿De dónde es el muchacho? Es cubano. Did they say es cubano? Let me see. Let me go to these comments, man. Do you think training would be better if they provide hotels instead of having to go two grown men in a small truck for many weeks? No. Just cause two Latinos don't mean we have to agree on everything. He's right. And he's responding to what the other guy, Raphael, was saying, that Raphael was giving us heat because we're not supporting this Puerto Rican guy. And it's not about that we're not supporting, it's what we're just giving our opinions. And this is what I said at the beginning. We're going to talk about our opinions on this matter. We don't know the facts. You don't know the facts. Again, Vic Med's opinion and my opinion. We were a little different at the beginning. We've come closer to being on the same page. We're still not on the same page because of the facts. We're not on the same page. And it's going to be like that. So they want to bring race into it. Yeah, no, that ain't going to happen. Let me see.
I don't know where these... Well, I mean, if you're not a truck driver, you don't know what we go through. But when it comes to race as a truck driver, I don't think there's too many truck drivers that even look at that.
Miss
We
Scott
are.
and Miss Scott just said, please get the facts before saying what he should receive. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely correct. 100%. This kid's about to be a poster child of the trucking industry. They're going to make it explode out. You know, that's crazy. That may happen. They already did that. Yeah. I mean, and, goes back to setting an example for the industry.
Truckers should
Um,
avoid Colorado.
man, am I that behind in the comments?
I'm looking at the way bottom one.
The state judge may look at the classic. Let me see. I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets their comment out there, but guys. Again, Big Man and I are giving our opinions on this matter. We don't know the facts. You guys don't know the facts. I'm sure there's a lot of things that are not being said in court about this case. So, what if the facts make him look worse than what the media is telling us? Well, we'll never know that. I mean, we will never know that. And if that were to be true, if that were to be true, can you imagine all the people that signed a petition? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, Junior,
Yes,
I was one of the persons that signed the petition.
I haven't signed it.
But Junior, I didn't sign it for what they wrote on there. I signed it just so they can get some attention on this thing and get it right. And it's not about
Okay,
the race, it's about what happened.
so let me ask you this. Now that we're talking about the attention, give me your opinion on no trucks to Colorado.
That's Come on, man. This is America. We have to feed everybody. We have to stock up shelves. I mean, no, I understand they're trying to make an example out of them, but I mean, out of what took place, but I mean, we're still Americans. Everybody needs to be fed. Everybody needs to play in Amazon and order their stuff online. So we we have to deliver.
Hey,
Continue.
Rafael, pero esa es opinión suya, Rafael. Mire, no, no malinterprete la opinión, lo que estamos hablando aquí. No estamos hablando los hechos, estamos hablando lo que él piensa y lo que yo pienso. También lo que usted piensa. O sea, no se equivoque, Rafael, por favor. Eh, so, no es que ya dijimos que por lo menos sabemos de que no se merecen 110 años. We know that. We said that. Yeah.
Hey, Junior. So I'm reading this one thing that my wife just brought up to me.
Mm-hmm.
In July 16, this one truck driver was on I-80 in Florida.
Wait. I-80 in Florida?
This
No.
was in July 2016. Weekly was driving a semi heading through a construction zone on 180 Ogallala that crashed into
That's Nebraska.
Nebraska. Back in
Or
a
Galila.
crashed into the back of a minivan carrying two adults, three children. The impact caused a chain reaction, hitting several cars, causing an additional fatality of Terry Sullivan. Okay. This guy did 180 days and $100 fine. What do you think about that?
When was this?
July 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah.
No, I can't see that. Let me see. Do you have the website for that?
What's the website on?
I just typed it in Google. I was trying to look for the one.
She typed it in on Google.
I was trying to look for the one.
20 weekly sentence in jail with time probation. What is it that you typed in?
Truck driver that killed 2 people and only got.
Is that what you typed
Yeah,
in?
that's what I typed in. I was trying to look for the one I was telling you about the guy that killed the 2 truck driver. It was the truck driver who killed 2 people, and they only gave him a fine and probation. That was it. He didn't do no jail time.
So as you can tell, my wife is all into this as well, Junior.
That's good, man. That's good. And I don't agree with that, man. That's pretty messed
Thank
up.
you.
But you see what I'm saying?
That's pretty messed up. That if 180 days and $100 fine. Yes.
He crashed into a minivan.
One of the things that, again, our opinions, I keep repeating that because people like to get in their panty. Like to get in a bunch about things that we're talking. And again, opinions. If it were up to me, after this case, go back and review all the other cases. And just like Nokia said, who's at fault for the Fort Worth crash winter if it's last winter, it's video of it. You seen that, right? All them
Yeah.
people that crashed.
Yeah.
Who's at fault for that?
Yeah.
Did anybody like that that day?
No.
I mean, that's crazy though. But I think if after this, they need to go back and review everybody else. Not
Okay,
saying
so
they would. Not saying they would.
so Junior, is your mentality still as strong as before?
No,
Like this guy should, you know.
no, because there's a lot of stories we don't know, and your wife bringing in that story dropped it. I mean, 180 days, $100 fine. You serious?
Yeah.
The system is all messed up. Well, I mean, we all know the system can be messed up. Don't get me wrong. But man, yeah.
Somebody just put FMCSA shut down the company. I don't see what the company had to do with anything. I mean, if anything, it's the driver. The driver's the one. It's all him.
Rafael, go ahead.
If something was wrong with that tractor or that trailer, I mean, he should have pointed it out and he should have denied it, or he should have said, let me take it to the TA or the pilot or somewhere to go get it fixed before I get on the road. That's on him. That's not on
Rafael
the company.
Tinajero says, been trucker for 20 years, bro. I had an accident 10 years ago. That was when I understood that accidents happen and sometimes they cannot be controlled. Split second decision. You are 100% correct. We're not disagreeing with what you're saying, Rafael, and you're just misunderstanding what we're doing here. We're not saying what he did is right and wrong. We're giving opinions. We all have opinions. I mean, Rafael, do you want to come on here and express your opinions? I mean, I have no problem. We can share the link. Let me see. Yes, I can see this. The company should pay to compensate the families, the kids, and the kids should get a lower sentence. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Do you implement any simulated under stress training in your curriculum, Junior? If not, will you start to incorporate it to prevent incidents like that, bro? I think the training that I give, the time that it takes us to complete the training, puts us in different situations under stress enough already to where I feel comfortable saying that they know how to do certain things, going on a mountain, um, having a drive in a shift, a full shift without full sleep because we all know that happens all the time. So, man, we've been live for about an hour, 10 minutes. Rafael, you want to come on, man? Let me know. I'll invite you, bro. I have no problem, man. Or anybody that wants to come on here, let me know. Let me. How do I share this link? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, okay, okay. Director of FMCSA just quit. I don't know. I don't know about that, but and this is another point that's made out. Then what's the point of insurances and expensive policies? The system is really messed up. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So so again, guys, Vic Med, check out his YouTube channel. He does a little bit of everything. Um, we wanted to come on here and just kind of express our opinions. And after doing the video and reading the comments and talking to Vic Med, like Vic asked me, how do you feel? Are you feeling as strong as you felt at the beginning? And I said, no, definitely not. Um, and this is good that we do this because sometimes you talk to the wrong people that have no clue about something and it just works you up even more. So Vic Med's got a couple years on me. I think what 20 years on me. So the system punish whoever it wants to punish. Just like you get pulled over and you tell the cop they were speeding, but the cop tells you I stopped you. Let me see. Are you doing home time, Junior, or are you a prime timer? No, I am at home. Just got in here this morning after a long night drive. Did some errands, got my hair cut, and
And wanted to come and debate this issue.
yeah. Yeah. I can agree. Sentencing is messed up, especially compared to other cases that aren't similar. Get away, lower sentence, or walk free. Yes, and again, again, guys, I hope you guys understand um, what we're doing here. We're not saying that we are correct, and what we're saying that this is it and that's it. No. Opinions. We all have one. We all have one. Just some choose to speak freely about it, some don't. So, and that's what we're doing here. Let me read that. This is okay. No. But should the Cuban guy get out? No. There was a negligence, and I agree with that. Should not get out. No. Did they appeal it yet or no, bro? I'm not sure. I don't even know that statement they put out about the new attorney is true or not. It just started raining, guys. I'm like, oh my god, what is that noise? I'm in my backyard. As a former accident reconstruction investigator, I can say the system is broken. Ooh, man, Andrea Garcia, thank you very much for that. And yeah, I think we all know that. It's just some people, it's like, but I mean, si a un avión le fallan los motores y cae en un vecindario y mueren 100 personas y se salva el piloto, lo condenarían. Ay, muy buena pregunta, muy buena pregunta, muy buena pregunta. Oh, man. See, not to be disrespectful, Junior, I respect you and I watch your videos just like you said. Everybody has different opinions. Hopefully everybody's blessed. Rafael, no, y eso es lo que estamos diciendo. That's what we're saying, man. I'm not saying that what you're saying is not true or right or what. I'm just saying, just don't get it twisted to what we're talking about and what we're saying because we don't know the facts. There's a lot of things we all don't know, Rafael. And I just want you to understand that. And I appreciate you, watching the videos and following me and stuff. And just again, I wanted to get on here with Vic Med because he's got 20 years on me experience. He's gone through so much more than I have. And I'm still learning stuff. You know what I mean? So That's all, man, and appreciate that, man. Everybody always says it's the trucker's fault no matter what happens, and that's what I say, Thompson, about uh, us being professional. What do you say to that, Vic?
No, yeah. I mean, I've said it. If there's something wrong with the truck, call the company, get it fixed. I mean, if they don't want to get it fixed, don't run that load. That's just the bottom line. Be smart enough, be have some backbone and take some pride into this because like Junior said, we are professionals out there. We are considered
My
the
my
top of
battery's
the
about to go
top,
dead. I'll be back. Hold on.
the top of the top. So take that under consideration. You are a professional. Act like a professional. If that truck is not functioning right, if that trailer is not functioning right, call the company, get it fixed. If they don't want to get it fixed, do not jump in that truck. Do not run that load because stuff like that is bound to happen. You keep running under these trashy trucks, trashy trailers. This is gonna happen, and guess what? It's gonna be on you. You're gonna be looking at 110 years because why? You didn't have the backbone to speak up.
Man, let me see. I believe that company needs to hold some responsibility also. Blessings from Tucson, Arizona. And Jesus Urbina, what I want to say is the other comment that the other guy made about the company compensating the families. Um, Very bad situation, but at the end, it's all on us as drivers. We should be able to control this truck and trailer in every aspect. Goes back to me saying if you hold a CDL, you're a professional commercial driver license holder. Ah, man, let me see. FMCSA resignation by Mir Joshi, name provided as Junior said. I don't know about that after reading the previous comment. Mir Joshi resigned. Man, was that a coincidence or was that because of this? That's another fact we don't know. But um, yeah, man, probably the longest video I've done ever. I don't do long videos, guys, because I ask myself, who's gonna sit and watch and listen to this? I mean, people say they do. Obviously, they do when the topic is good and stuff, and I think this is a good topic. I think we were pretty fair about this whole situation after we talked and stuff and whatnot. So he did control it, just anticipate what was the bottom. Yes. So, oh, Mira Joshi resigned so she can hold political office in New York. Okay. I agree. If truckers would do it, might change something. If not, the company had that scared about the trucks. Let's see. Saludos a la electrónica de Salinas, California, a todos los troqueros de agricultura. Muchas gracias, Rafael. Espero que todos estén teniendo una buena noche. Hopefully, everybody's having a good night. I think we're going to end this. Um, any last words, Vic Med? Thank you for doing this, man. Um, Again, you got 20 years on me, so so
But you
what?
can, but you can train, and I can't.
Good point. Good point. And see, that goes to show you guys this new law coming in February. It doesn't mean it's going to change everything for good. It's only part of the problem. 30 years experience and cannot train.
I can't.
10 years of experience. I love training. So, um,
Look, all I can say is if you're driving and your truck is not functional, your trailer's not functional, don't drive that truck. If the company's not willing to fix it, don't do it, man. Don't do it. You will regret it for the rest of your life. If you thought you were gonna make money by driving trucks, that right there is gonna kill your dream. So be safe, and be professional about yours.
okay, so real quick, I'm gonna say this: if you say you hold a CDL license, you held as a professional, but you're still human and will make your mistakes and panic. You're right. You're right, but you still have to consider yourself in a different level than the average person. So it's like a cop. A cop can't come into a scene and lose control over what's happening. He has to hold composure and he has to be professional about it. He can come in there and start slinging a gun and hit people across the head with it. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. Don't get me wrong, but man, I mean, you're a professional. Act like one. I'm not saying that we're not going to make mistakes. I'm not saying the professionals are not going to make mistakes. But what I'm saying is we are looked at different. That's all I'm saying. I want to drive for Junior, but I'll fix the frenos first on the truck first. Hey, Junior, of a person to have a CLP before February, he don't need to worry about the new rules. I'm not sure about that. I am not sure about that. Rikita Law had a short segment about this case. Do this awesome lawyer exposes corruption. Do this based. So, all right, guys, we're gonna end this. Everybody, please speak up. If you don't have a good trainer, speak up. Get the proper training. Don't take it for granted. Stay focused. Get the proper sleep. Rest. Pay attention. Look ahead. And be safe out there, guys. You don't know who's around you, who could be there. So, Vic, you want to close it out, Vic?
Thank you for having me. And again, just be safe, man. Be safe.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you for being here. And everybody have a good night. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. And as always, thank you everybody for tuning in. Bitch, I wanna party like Chris.